Welcome to Overbooked and Underqualified this week. I'm Liv,
I'm Sam.
and we're having a week here.
Yes, we are.
Yes, our babies are not sleeping, and
No, they are
this
not.
book is not booking crazily.
I have freaking thoughts. I thought we were finally getting somewhere, and I was so excited just to get our shit rocked.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get there, but just be
get there.
prepared that I am not happy.
Yeah, we have a couple little intro notes this week before we get angry Sam. First is Sam made our website.
Yes,
So
yes.
we have a website up and it's so cool. So check that
Yes.
out. She did an amazing job.
So fun. It's got so much information on there. You can find all of our socials, our Goodreads. We're still in the middle of kind of updating and making sure it's everything we want, but it's definitely a starting point.
Mm-hmm.
Our email's on there if you guys want to send us anything.
Yeah, send us some stuff. Give us some
Send
reviews.
us some TBRs.
Yeah, let us know what you want to hear. Yeah, and she also made a beautiful TBR post that we posted this week. And so what do we got up on the list?
Yeah, so those are our next 3 books. Well, kind of 4. I don't know how many there are. We'll get there.
There's a duology in the Twisted Crown one.
So we are doing Alchemized next, which is really big right now. I don't know about you, so I like to have the audiobooks for stuff like this too, just because we obviously were crunching a lot of reading it.
I was thinking that too. I'm glad you brought that up.
Put a hold on it, because I've got Libby. Use your public libraries. How many holds do you think we're on 2 copies of Alchemized?
How many?
How many holds?
12.
36.
Oh.
So I don't know if I will be getting that in time.
Oh man. Well, I don't know if I told you this, but my mom got me a year's worth of Audible for Christmas.
That is an amazing gift.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe it's worth just buying because it's 1,000 pages, dude. Like,
and also, we share our Audible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we could hook each other up here.
Exactly. You use my Quicksilver.
Yeah.
I will be using your Alchemized.
Exactly. I haven't looked to see if it's on Spotify though. Have you?
I haven't looked either, but it's 30. It's like, I think it's like 30 something hours.
Yeah.
So
but if
Spotify
I'm like
won't
reading
cover
the
it.
hard copy, then maybe I can intermix.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, but we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, and then what else do we have?
We've got letters to you. Is it? I thought it was letters to you. Am I wrong?
It's the last letter.
Okay, the last letter.
I think that's a Colleen Hoover book.
Oh, it
Letters
is.
to you.
It is.
But I'm terrified to read this
really
book.
excited. So we're kind of switching up genres on that one because we haven't read anything romance yet.
And those are both standalones.
Mm-hmm, thank goodness. I need a break from series.
And we love Fourth Wing, so I'm excited to read like a Rebecca Yarros book that's
Me too.
not fantasy.
I know.
Because I've heard they're good.
I have too, and we haven't read anything of hers outside of Fourth Wing, obviously.
Yeah.
And then the last one that we've got lined up right now is the One Dark Window series.
Yeah, and that's a duology.
Okay, so then that's basically our next 4 books. So that'll probably get us through a month or 2.
Yeah, I would say the next couple months.
Alchemized might be a lot longer.
I know.
Of a like episode based, just because it is 1,000 pages and it's a standalone, and I want to make sure that like we're diving into it the way we want. So I could see that being a 5-episode, 6-episode book.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we read 200 pages a week.
Well, and it's got 3 different parts, so we'll have to talk about how we want to split that one up.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. So that's good.
Yes.
But I know my sister was like going to the library and she was going to look for the last letter because she was like, I need a good cry. I'm like, well, it sounds like this is the book for you. So, yeah, so that's good. And then last week, we had a bit of an issue.
Some tech malfunction.
I think we recorded for 2 hours and our video paused unexpectedly at an hour and a half. So I'm just telling you this because we're probably going to be freaks about checking in and making sure because it's just not the same when you have to redo it.
No, like you can tell that the last half hour of that episode is just a touch less lackluster than the first part of it.
Because we're all about being authentic and just ourselves, and then it just feels weird to repeat it.
Yeah.
So if we, like, Just bear with
There's
us.
some weird splicing in this episode. It is because Olivia had to get up.
Yeah. And be a freak. But we're keeping it real.
Yeah.
So that's what we're about. And then, it's guess the scent day. I have a scented marker.
Oh, I was so confused. I was like, you didn't tell me about this before. What is this?
Don't look at it. Here.
Okay, the color, I'm feeling floral. Is it strawberry?
You're on the right track. It's goji berry. I
Goji
mean, what's a
berry.
goji? I don't think you've ever smelt it. But you were close. Like, I
Thank
would
you.
pick that. So good job.
So,
She's so
kind of
good.
2 for 2.
You got such a good sniffer. Highly recommend scented pens. They help you get through the book when it's a struggle. Anyways,
Speaking of struggling, shall we?
let's do it, man. We're gonna go chapter for chapter as we normally do. So we're starting out on from 153 to page 300.
Yes. Yep.
So
So at
you
this
start
point,
her off.
Isla is still in the world alone, and Grimm and Aro are trying to get to her. And we're having some obviously flashbacks here. Grimm is trying to figure out the best way to get to her. He's trying to figure out the Skyers in this chapter, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes.
And he kind of makes the point of noticing that, like, both Grimm, or I made the point, Grimm was talking about how shadows didn't come easy to him when he was young.
Yes.
And that they hid until, like, a traumatic moment happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of, like, thinking about how same thing's kind of there for Isla.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're just, I don't know, I just thought that was an interesting connection
For sure,
for me.
it was, yeah. Yeah, it said if Grimm had a Skyer, it would be an infinity symbol. Which, by the end of this book, I'm just so over the infinity stuff. Like, we get it. They're infinite. Like, we get it. It just gets so redundant. But anyways, I was looking at the book.
Yeah.
Because I put my cover back on. And
Yes.
it's like, has the infinity. on
Inside
there.
of a crown, which makes sense because that's, I would assume, Corin's crown.
I'm assuming. And then he was like, she was his spring. We are infinite. And he's searching for Cronin's Skyer to basically defeat him.
And I was very curious. I'm like, did you have any thoughts on where that Skyer would be? I was like dumbfounded. I had no thoughts of where I thought it would be.
No, no, when that was revealed, I was like, wow, that was actually really cool. But,
Okay, I also put, I thought that was like really, really cool where it was.
Yeah, no, I didn't have any thoughts.
Okay.
I have been struggling making predictions in this book because I just...
It's very,
don't know.
it feels very love-based when it shouldn't.
Yeah, like...
Because there's so much shit going on. And I'm like, can we maybe put a hold on the will they, won't they?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I wasn't even really thinking about it. But no, I didn't have any thoughts at that time. So...
All
Right,
right.
we have Isla.
Yes.
We jump back to her, and
Yep.
Cronin's just beating her into submission.
Yes,
She's
with
just,
his mind. And
Yeah, and she's just too tired to fight him.
Yeah.
And he finally kind of gets in and basically makes her, like, kill them both.
Yeah, in her
mind,
memories. Yep.
and-
I just thought that it was, like, interesting that Isla thought that her downfall was always her emotions. It just felt contradictory to me.
Did she say that in this
Yes,
chapter?
she said that emotions have always been her downfall. Because
I think
feel
because,
like,
do you think because so many people have been like, love has made you weak? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like so many people have said that to her, like Lark
Probably,
and Cronin, so maybe that's what she's referring to, but I agree.
probably, I just felt like it felt so contradictory because she's so like, love makes you stronger. Can you guys tell that we're pissed off?
It's turning into a hate read.
And like, I love her.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's such a good MMC, but these chapters, pulling teeth to get me to read them.
Yeah.
These chapters I was eating up.
Yeah, these chapters
We'll get
are
to
fine.
where after I was done.
I'm guessing yours is around page 220 when I wanted to fight someone.
So,
and then he's like, this lock has 2 keys, so he wants both men to come looking
yes.
for her, so he can whack them off and do whatever he wants
100%.
to, whatever.
And then I thought that when he said, your flare, we both consume, that was really interesting to me. Because she, like, her flare is being able to take other people's power when she kills them.
Mm-hmm.
And him, like, obviously consuming these planets. Just a very interesting parallel for me.
Yeah.
And they both killed their parents.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
like, there's just so much that's also similar between her and Cronin.
Their relationship is really, I don't know, weird.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't know.
It's very confusing.
So then, do you have anything more?
Nope.
Then we move on to Aro, and
Yes.
he's sleeping, and Isla comes to his dream, right?
Yes. So
And
this is another new thing, the dream sharing. I thought it was very interesting.
Yes. Yes. It was interesting. I was just so confused by that, though. Like, now we're just visiting in your dreams, and that's just, like, a thing.
Yeah, there
mean-
was no forethought into why she could do that now. There's a lot of that coming up.
But he kind of gives her a sweet pep talk.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're brave, and you're strong, and
you
he
can
just, like,
do this.
boosts her up.
Yes.
And it's really sweet, and then he won't make her a false promise. Like, she's like, don't come looking. And
Yeah.
he's like, well, I can't promise you that, because he's just so morally...
He is, and he's like being honest with her, which it's crazy to me because, again, I understand her thought process of like, we don't want you to get killed. It's gonna be worse if you guys come here. All that kind of stuff. Like, I understand that, but also like, why would you even ask that?
What did you think was gonna happen when you went to this other world? Like,
And like, quite literally, have you met your husband? Don't come for me. Have you talked to Grimm once in your entire life?
so then Grimm basically gets the same dream.
This pissed me off. Okay, so first question. So in Aro's dream, she was dirty. She was filthy. She was fucked up. Grimm's dream, she's in a sexy little nightgown. What's the meaning there?
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Why is she showing like her true form in like how she is in the moment to Aro, but then for Grimm,
That is horrible. I didn't even put that together. I don't know.
and then they have sex.
Yeah,
They
that.
have time to make a plan right now to figure out what they're gonna do because yes, they're gonna come for her. There's no way around them coming for her. They have this time, and for us, the readers, I'm thinking this is the only time this is gonna happen. I'm thinking that it's some weird thing that's just working right now, and they take the time to bone. I was so mad. I literally wrote, really? You have time to make a plan and you fuck?
I put, guess what? More sex. ... LOL.
Thought this was YA.
Well, it's just like, it was like in the other book too. The whole point of view was like them having sex, and that's why this love triangle is not even comparable.
No.
This is stupid. And also, that now that you say that, it's kind of like she apologizes to him like about the desert scene and not telling him about the plan and whatever. And she kind of like, he recognizes his faults and he's like, I forgive you.
Grimm, yes,
And Isla says like, I forgive you, whatever. But it just seems like...
I felt like Grimm was being very accountable in this one, being like, it's nobody's fault but my own.
But
like,
then
you
she
don't
like
have
comes,
anything.
like when you say that, and then she like comes and like grovels to him and is like, oh, like I'll give you sex. I don't know. Now that's just like kind of...
I don't know.
I was annoyed by it, but I didn't look at it in the sense of like in comparison to Aro, like, yeah, why'd she show her, like, so she's comfortable with that? Like, I just think she doesn't think she deserves Aro.
I agree. And she makes that very plainly clear in the next time they talk. I don't know. That was like very...
So at this point, he said your world or whatever, or
Yeah,
she said your world. And that to me, I'm like, okay, so these dreams things, I'm thinking they're fake. Like, I thought that Cronin was using his mind powers to
have sex with his heir?
Well, after that, but when she went and visited Aro, that was my first thought.
Oh,
And then
okay,
I was
which
like,
that's a good thought process.
and then the your world comment, like I almost thought that
Yeah.
was like a Cronin slip up.
like a Freudian slip.
Yeah. So
Interesting. That's a really good theory, but I don't think that that's true.
well, no. they have more dream scenes later. But that was my first thought. I was so suspicious.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why I
That's a
wasn't
good
looking
thought
too far
process.
into, like, your point of view. Because I
Okay.
was like, well, I think this is Cronin.
Yeah, he's trying to, like, appeal to what will appeal to Aro and or Grimm. I got you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So then we move on to Aro.
I really appreciated Grimm being so honest with him.
Yeah.
And just being like, it's my fault.
Because it is.
No, yeah, it is. You made a dumb decision.
Yeah, he's like, it's no one's fault but my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, good, you're coming around. Like,
Yeah.
again, I'm feeling like Grimm is endgame here. Like,
Yeah, and I
it
agree.
I don't know.
I mean,
getting,
it just...
like, he keeps saying, like, she's my wife. Like,
yes. Which is a valid point. She is his wife.
Mm-hmm. And they're kind of like, now Aro and Grimm are easily falling back into their friendship.
Yes, yep. And, like, they're just kind of talking, and there was a point when Grimm kind of talks to Aro in the sense of, like, I understand that you think that, like, this, he said, loving her has made me better, even if you believe my love has made her worse.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like Grimm was, again, being very accountable and understanding of how his life is going and how he's changing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like it's a continuous thing in this book where Aro is, like, taken aback when Grimm starts doing these things that are, like, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Not nice, but, like, he's not just thinking about his own realm and himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Aro, like, confesses to the desert thing, too.
Yeah, yep.
So, whatever. That's cool. They both clean their conscience on that. At this point, I'm just hoping, like, Aro finds someone amazing
Yeah.
and better
And
just moves on. He just deserves better than this whole situation,
It's
honestly.
too much at this point. And then they kind of start talking about how they can use the threads to jump back in time. I thought this was super cool.
Turning up the heat, sorry. Yeah, it is super cool. I love the threads of time thing. It's hilarious. I love the threads of time thing.
I thought
That
it was
is
super
so
cool. I also was like, Horace not being fazed by Aro just showing up. So you're my grandson.
Yeah.
Actually quite removed.
Yeah. That's wild.
Add like 4 greats to that.
Yeah. He was just so chill.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting, too, that traveling to the past, like, thinking of that as some kind of portaling. Like, having to use Grimm, the way they put that together was smart. Yeah, and then, obviously, Oris is the last piece of the puzzle.
Yep.
And I thought it was funny how they said the threads were eager and hungry.
I know. I didn't like that they were, like...
I don't
like that they're like sentient and that they're calling to Aro. And I also thought that it was very interesting the threads destroy balance, which makes sense because you can kind of alter the past. So I don't know. Very curious to see where that goes.
Yeah, and yeah, Oris says history has repeated itself. You, Lark, Cronin, Isla, Aro, Grimm. And I was like,
Oh.
all right. Yeah, I said, cool, he's unfazed.
Yeah, cool that he's unfazed.
He was, it's just cool.
Yeah. So I assume you're my great-grandson.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
This man just fell out of thin air into your throne room.
I'd be like, oh my god.
Huh.
Oh my god. By the time I
sit-
got done panicking, he'd be gone.
Yeah, I'd be like sitting still and being like, do you think if I don't move, he's not going to see me? God.
On 172, Oris asks about Aro's flare.
Yes.
And I said, why did he share the truth one and not the guild one?
I don't think the gilding is a flare. Is it? I thought that it was just part of his, like, he's so powerful that he can gild.
Maybe that's right. So he just has one flare? Because, like...
Yeah, I think the rulers only have one flare. I don't think people have multiple flares.
Well, doesn't Grimm, like, they call his portaling a flare?
His portaling is a flare.
And then he has the emotions and the mind wiping capability.
Are those, I don't think that those are flares. I think that's just part of being, or maybe... So maybe he does have 2 flares. The mind wiping thing, I think, is just part of Nightshade power.
I thought they did. Because I thought, like, the gilding thing was, like, an unknown flare. I thought they had 2. But anyways,
Maybe
I was
you're right.
curious about that, why
Yeah.
he specifically asked that. And I was wondering if that would come up later.
Yeah.
Because it reminded me of the Lost King kind of searching Aro. Like in
Okay.
his eyes and like
Yeah.
whatever. It was just interesting. Like, why did you ask that?
I guess my thought process there was Horace wanted to lie and needed to understand who his opponent was.
So you think he had an inkling that Aro could sense truths or what?
Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like my thought process was if he wanted to know if he could not tell the truth. Because I feel like there's a lot of things, like the emotions one, you could tell if he was nervous. Obviously the telling the truth. Like, part of me wonders if he was like sussing out if he could be deceptive.
Okay. Interesting.
But I get your point in the sense too of like, I wonder if it's gonna come back. Because obviously the threads of time are still in play.
Yeah, so then he tells them they need name,
Yes.
living piece of the other world, and the 3 powers.
Yes, and the pool of possibilities.
And I hate that we don't know what Horace's, whatever you want to call him, his parting words were. Like, remember he's like trying to say something
Yes.
and then disappeared? I'm like,
Fantasy loves to leave you like that.
ugh! Tell us! Just hurry up! So do you think that was important or no? He was like, see you later, dog.
I would, yeah, that's what Horace is saying. See you later, dog. Threw up a peace sign. Come back and visit sometime.
Like, all of a sudden he started like hurry and rush and
Yeah.
had something and then it was cut off.
Yeah, I would assume that it was important.
I also put the bloody strands on the floor. Puke. From being in his arm.
Why would you say that to me? I already have to
don't
read
know.
it.
That did make me feel sick.
That's disgusting.
So do you have anything else on that
No,
interesting chapter?
that interesting chapter did close out for me.
All right, Grimm.
I loved them using the animals.
Yes, me too.
Yes,
I
to find
ate that
the ring.
up.
And like
they each
I was
picked one.
Well, they did. Well, technically, Wraith is Grimm's bonded.
No, I know.
But it
like,
is
they
very
each
nice.
had like their own. Like Lynx just loves
Yes,
Aro.
I know, which cracks
and
me up. I love
so
how
sweet.
pissed Grimm was that he was like, Lynx was so nice to Aro. He's like, motherfucker bites me all the time.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It is. And it was such a good thought process. The ring.
Yes.
I had completely forgotten about the ring that she lost when they were
Yes.
looking for the storms.
Me too.
It was so good.
And I love that about this book. I do love that they're
Yeah.
connecting the dots, and we talked about that in the last episode
Yes.
too, where we like at least that part.
Yes,
we're
I
getting
agree.
Some answers.
And again, like, I'm loving this book at this point. There's just, and again, we're going to get there. It's just, it was a frustrating thing that taints the whole thing.
Yes, and I think that for me, not sleeping and just already struggling this week in life, just added to it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I needed something good to read that, like, was filling my cup.
Yes.
And they literally
Yes.
took my cup and threw it against the wall. Mm-hmm. So I'm right there with you. Guys, I had to finish reading this morning before we came here. I had 10 pages left and would not read them last night. I wouldn't do it.
Oh, it's bad.
Anyways, they find the ring.
Yes, yeah. We got Sad Wraith.
Yes.
Lynx picks at Grimm, but loves Aro. You
Yep.
know, they each take an animal, search for the ring.
Yeah, and
Next chapter
then is Aro.
Yep.
So they're getting there, and Aro realizes he has been fighting for so long. Like, his thought process in the sense of, like, he was fighting during the Centennial. He was fighting after that to prep for Grimm. Then he was fighting Lark, and now he's fighting to get Isla back. Like, it's just been a really, really long, like, because what? It's been a year, probably, since the Centennial. Because the Centennial's 100 days. And then she stays back, yeah, probably like a year-ish, year and a half. That's a long time to be, like, actively having to fight one way or another.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, we as the reader are exhausted.
We're fighting for our lives.
We're
as
not
well.
even in it. Like. Yeah, and then he gets this vision of Isla in real time through Lynx.
Which that was really cool for me.
Yeah.
I really like that. And I love how her connection with Lynx also stayed like
Yes.
with her when she's in this other world.
Yes, and then it ends with them finding the storm ring,
Yep,
kind of at
and
the same time.
yes, it's very wonderful. I did like that a lot.
I did too. I thought that was a cool chapter.
And then we flipped to Isla, and my first thing is just him shredding her memories. Ugh, it makes me think of a part in The Plated Prisoner,
Yeah.
and it just
Yes.
oh,
I know.
it's so like crazy to think of someone being able to like go into your obviously it's fantasy, but to go into your mind, just like remove parts of yourself or change them. Oh,
Yeah, and I have more questions on that as this goes on.
okay.
Um,
About how it's not affecting her.
yes. Exactly. Yeah, and so then Link sends, which this part was so cheesy. When Link sent images to her of both men, and they're both standing there like, we're coming for you.
Felt very Liam Neeson.
I was so embarrassed. Like, I was like, does anybody else have secondhand embarrassment?
Yes, where you have to like hide your head under
Yes.
the blanket because you just can't.
You're watching
We're
a
coming for
movie
you.
or reading a scene and you're like, this is too much. I can't watch this any longer because this is horrible.
Also, like her being like, they're working together because they love me so much. Girl, stop it.
It's feeling pick me.
She wants her cake and she wants to eat it too.
So that it was cute. It was cheesy for me.
Yeah, I agree. I was confused because Corin said that the silver woman. Oh, it's because she goes to the pool of possibilities.
Yes, on 183, she
And-
pictures the pool and she
Yes.
sees everything in impossible existence.
Yes. And the silver woman says that she's been like this too.
Yes, I was so confused by this page.
I didn't understand that. And I guess later on, Corin does say that this pool of possibilities has been hidden from him. So I'm guessing that there was something along the lines. Obviously, he did something shitty because he's a shitty person.
Yeah, it
I was confused by that one.
My notes are so funny. I'm like what is happening here? She sees the other woman's journey,
Yeah.
and then she's like, Isla's like, I don't want this, whatever. And then the silver woman's like, all of this has led to you. And like, that's all we get.
Is that her voice? Is she like a husky, sexy woman?
Yes, she is. But it's just, you know what I mean? Like, what does she see? She sees everything in impossible existence, and then she sees this other woman's journey, and then she's like going on the same journey as this woman.
Yes. I don't know. It's just...
And then it just ended. Like,
It's
this page just ended.
It's very muddled right now.
Yeah, and then all this, well, what is it? Does it show the past? And the woman said, but so much more than that. Like, okay, but what? I like some whatever prophecy, like you don't have to tell me it all. Like, that's the point of reading the book, right?
Yeah.
But like, it just seems redundant.
I know, it keeps going back to like, you're gonna kill one or the other, you're gonna kill one or the other, and Isla being like, no, I can't. And I'm like,
She's British.
yeah, she is. For this one, she feels like a small British child.
No, I can't. Please give me some more porridge, sir.
No, Papa, no.
That's her in the cell. Actually, the memory thing is sad. What's with the burn on her forehead?
I think that's where his powers are like quite literally burrowing into her head.
Okay.
Which gross.
Because in both the dreams.
Yes, they both saw it. Also, why didn't we talk about that a little more? We just needed to go to Bone Town.
Yeah. I don't know. Then, the pool of possibilities. We find out that's what the weird silver pool is.
Yes, because that's the first time that's kind of been, like, told to us.
Like a name.
Yes, the pool of possibilities has been, like, name dropped to us. Mm-hmm. But this is the first time that, like, this is labeled as that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then she sees basically all outcomes if she would have picked, like, any different scenario or whatever. Like, whatever.
Which, like, I don't know about you, but I don't feel like that would be helpful to me.
I feel like that
I
would
feel like
just
it would just-
confuse me more.
It would make me have regret about decisions. I'm like, okay, because literally the next chapter
Yeah.
this was like kind of devastating.
1 second before we get to that, the
Yeah.
way she waded in and then got like struck and then brought down to the
Yeah.
bottom,
Felt
and the
very
way she
aggressive.
went into it, it was super weird. I didn't like that at all.
It
Anyways,
kind of was like when the auger, like, drug her into the pool of blood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was weird. I
Anyways,
agree with you.
Isla.
So
Yeah,
she
your
has
thing.
this memory of her family being alive, and it's like her getting her bonded,
Mm-hmm.
and her mom's alive, and her dad's alive, and they're all like this loving, happy ass family.
Yeah, and it's like a what could have been if
Yeah.
her parents like raised her how she should have been. 'Cause
And
she
that
was
feels
8.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, age. She was 8. Age is very important.
You're so mean to me. She was 8, but like, because her other flashbacks were of Tara,
Yes.
whatever.
Being a horrible
So this
monster.
is
No,
a
I know what
compare
you're
and
saying.
contrast.
Because it was the same scene, like when she went in here, it was the same scene as when she had been dueling with Tara, but it was her father instead, and her father was not a horrible person like Tara, so.
Yeah. Yeah, her dad's...
Also, she had her powers in this.
Yeah, and Ren's there. Her
Yes,
dad's teaching her
yes.
how to fight. Like, her mom is so pretty on...
I know, and you
on
can always
Lynx.
tell her mood by her hair if there's flowers in it or
Yes,
not.
it's just... And she wakes up sobbing.
Yeah, because
It's horrible.
how could you not?
Yeah.
This
And-
life that you could have had. And also, like, on top of it, like, you killed your parents.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like someone else took this opportunity away from you. Granted, you're a baby and you're all powerful and yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes it almost worse.
Mm-hmm. And then the Silver Lady tries to console her and
Yes.
says, "Their souls live in you," and her
Yes.
mother appears. And
Oh my gosh,
Now they're at the pool and
This
the mom's
did
there.
make me cry.
And on 189, she's talking about making all these mistakes.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. She's
It
like,
is.
"Mom, I've made all these mistakes. Like, I just can't get it right."
Yeah, which, like, I can completely understand her feeling like that, too.
Well, yeah.
Well.
Yeah, she's like, "I made mistake after
Yes.
mistake," and she just says, "I was always with you, and I was always
Yes.
proud, and you can endure this." And she's just giving her a pep talk here, and it was really sweet.
It was. And then she says, every world is better with you in it.
I wrote that too. It was so nice.
It was so good, and it was, like, so moving, and definitely what Isla needed, because, again, like, her head is getting ripped to shreds. So I did really like that chapter.
And when she said every world is better with you in it, and she is saying, endure, persist, and when the world
Yes.
pushes you, push back, like, harder, all this stuff. And it really reminded me of how Aro talks to her.
I 100% agree. And we said this before. I don't think she should end up with Grimm. Like
Yeah.
you said, she is best for Grimm, and Aro is best for her.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just felt like that dialogue. I feel like Aro's always saying every world is better with you in it. Like, every...
I want you here even if you're not with me.
Yes.
Because the world is better with you in it.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of sweet that her mom, like, she has someone in her life that's telling her the same things.
I
that her
100% agree.
Yeah. And then at the end, she knows how to defeat him, supposedly.
Anywho's, the next chapter is Grimm. And I thought that, like, he was actually kind of maturing here because, yes, he wants her still, and he's like, there's not a world where we're not together. But also him being like, if there is a world where she picks Aro, I just want her to be happy. And I was like, I literally wrote that, and I said, maturing, question mark? But then he
Yeah.
literally goes, I can't think like that.
Oh, I know. It's like right when we're getting somewhere.
Right when we're like, it is her choice, and there is a chance that she might pick Aro, and I need to learn to be okay with that. He's like, no, never. Never in a million years.
I put that too. Growing up, just wants her to be happy, but also. And then he goes, our love is infinite. And I said, OMG, the effing word rolls eyes. And then we get to the maze.
This is actually really good.
Yes.
He's flying. He's been looking for the Skyer, and he's flying all around. And Wraith is like being weird and circling for some reason. And he looks down at the top of the maze, and that's the Skyer. My other question is though, how did he know? Like, how did he know that that was the Skyer?
I don't know.
Is that none of our business? None of our business. Moving on. As the reader, none of our
I'm
business.
assuming he's seen like a lot of similar type things when he was reading these books, and he kind of put two and two.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Because he did do some research
Yep,
on
he got
what...
the book that like disappears and appears and all that kind. Okay, I
yeah.
got you then.
So I think he
just like knows what they look like.
Yeah.
And it was like they'll start with like the same vague shape.
Yeah, and then maybe put it together that okay, this is likely
where his grave is and okay,
So,
that makes
let's give
sense.
him- yeah, but yeah.
Because we got no
Nothing.
backstory to that one.
Then we jump to Aro.
Yes, and I was so excited that Cinder was back.
I know.
She's
I love
so
her.
funny.
She's so funny, and she's very interesting in this chapter because she's talking
Yes.
about how she can still feel.
She's very ominous. She's like the
Yes.
scary child in a horror movie.
100%. That's so true. She feels everyone's energies. She has kind of
Yeah.
visions of the future. Like she
Yeah.
has these dreams.
I don't know about you, but so she's sitting on a cliff edge, and Aro is talking. She knows Aro's there before he even says anything, and she's basically like, "You've come." And I just picture her with her back staring into oblivion, and it's dark outside. And then she says,
Sam makes this sound like a scary
That's
scene. I
just
thought this was like
what I
this
was
cute
picturing.
little kid scene, and now Sam's tainting it for me.
and I just picture
There's
the hand
a
like,
corn maze, and she
Yes.
comes out of the corn.
I'm just like picturing her with her back to him, going like, "Him, the man that wants the universe."
Oh, I
And
know.
I'm like, ah,
And you say I'm bad with the voices. But yeah, that's exactly how it was.
yeah.
She
And
can
I-
feel other energies, even into other worlds. She can feel Isla
Which is
still.
so freaking cool. Because how old is she?
I think she's like 8 to 10.
Okay, she is definitely young because Marin ain't playing about her baby cousin.
No, which is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then on 195, she's saying, I've seen this place in my dreams my entire life. Like, it's
Yes.
calling me. Please, like, can I go? Or whatever.
Yeah.
And Marin's like,
Absolutely not. It's bedtime.
yeah. Yeah. She was just pissed. So I'm wondering here how Cinder fits into this puzzle. Like, how she's going to fit in here. This is very interesting plot-wise
And
here.
it's really cool how much power she has. And they talked about it multiple times where people not in royal lines shouldn't have power like that.
Yeah.
And obviously Celeste never had Aurora, whatever her stupid name is. Never
what if
had
it's Aro's
kids.
kid?
Aro?
Yeah.
He's never been with anybody. No.
He's had sex before. He's like 500 and some years old.
I feel like he was celibate for a while. He gives celibate
But I guess
vibes.
if she's only 8, he would have had to have sex. I don't know.
He gives.
Well, they talk about how, like, he's lost control and she loses control just like he did.
Okay, fair. Do you actually think that? Like, is that a prediction you
No,
feel?
I don't know. That's just me talking out loud as we're talking and things are
You do
driving in my
usually
head.
talk out loud.
It's me thinking out loud. It's me talking not in my head. It's been a long week, guys. I'm tired.
I don't have anything left on this.
Marin's
chapter.
pissed. I
Yeah.
think she's a good caretaker. She
I do
agrees
too.
to help. She kind of talks about how she hates Isla.
Yeah.
And, like, thinks she's a traitor.
Which, like, that's a fair opinion to have. She helped it prep for this war and then just disappears with Grimm and never comes back. Like, I don't fault Isla for it, but I can understand how the people she was fighting with don't understand.
It was kind of nice, too, that Aro called her out, too, and was like, you tried to kill me
Yeah.
to end Nexus, so...
So how does that
Yeah. So I just love Aro's, yeah. I love Aro.
Currently, Aro is my favorite character.
Same. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, next we turn back to Isla.
Yes.
She's visiting the pool over a number of
Yes.
days.
Basically, this is the only way that she's staying sane.
Mm-hmm.
I am, and we kind of mentioned this before, I'm very curious about how him shredding these memories and changing them to her killing these close people to her isn't changing her as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because she has a pool of possibilities?
I don't know.
'Cause that's like not clear. Because if someone went into my head and it had me killing my husband over and over again and other people that I love, I don't know how that wouldn't change me or not. But also then she's checking in with these people and she knows that they're alive. So is he changing the memories or is he just altering them when he's in them and then they go back?
I don't know. It's not clear because
It's really
what I
not.
was confused about is he said like she's all this pain, like all the when he's
Yeah.
in there and he's changing all this stuff and she's just so devastated when he's doing this and he's changing them to how they should be, how he wants to make her into this weapon and change her and all that. But then it's just not happening.
Like not actually changing. I don't know. It's
So then is he thinking that it's happening and it's not actually happening? Or
don't
is it
know.
actually happening and she's just not showing it? Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I do. It's just like a really confusing. I don't understand it at all.
It's kind of a plot hole almost.
Yeah.
Unless we figure out more later.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm wondering if since she has the pool of possibilities, she can see all of the outcomes and know like where her decision actually. Because if, in some of the things he's having her kill Grim and Aro, but she knows that they're still alive because she's communicating with both of them. So it was like that the plot hole. I don't know. It's confusing and it honestly does not make sense. It's very frustrating because this is the first time in this book because I feel like she's been like really solid on making sure that there's no plot holes. Yes, the love triangle is getting old, but I don't feel like there's ever been a plot hole like this.
Yeah.
And like you said, maybe we're going to get something clearer later on.
But it's not.
But it doesn't make
like
any
that.
sense because, like you said, she's like devastated about him going in and altering these memories. But then, like, she's the exact same person.
Yes. It's
because
not making
in other
sense.
books, when this happens, the person changes. Like in Plated Prisoner, the character changes because memories got taken away from them.
Yeah, at this point, it almost feels like Alex, the author, is putting this in here to make her go through something hard, but then is not like
actually making her go through something hard. Like,
or I think, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I think that Cronin has said like she's unbreakable. Like I can't get in. I can't whatever.
Okay.
But then it said that she let him in and he's altering
Yeah,
him. So I
because-
don't know. So
Yeah.
maybe it's not working.
we're confused.
It's not working.
Alex, could you email us, please?
Help. Go to our new website.
Our email is on there.
So yeah, I'm with you. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
And she's like, "Don't the silver ladies again. Don't let your mistakes haunt you." And then
Yeah,
she
I
goes
really
to-
liked her getting clarity on her bloodshed and kind of having to like accept her past.
Yes, that was a
and
good point.
Learning that obviously the village was horrifying, but if she wouldn't have done that, everybody would have died in Nightshade. And then it would have
Yes.
gone to Azul and it would have killed Azul.
Yes.
And then it would have killed Aro. Like, it's showing all these outcomes of like, yes, this is horrible, but it was like the lesser of two evils kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
And
the
basically
direct-
like assuring her that, yeah, it's horrible and it sucks, but like, you ended up actually saving a lot of people. And yes, these people died horribly, but it was quick. Where the dregs, like ripped them to shreds if you weren't there anyways.
like seconds later.
And I would almost, at least my thought process is being ripped to shreds by something is probably worse than just being turned to ash.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I thought that was like really cool and really good for
Yes.
Isla because she's been
Yes.
struggling with that. 3 books.
Yeah. Two. Right. Sky Shade and Nightbane.
Nightbane, Skyshade, and this one.
Oh yeah.
She's still struggling with the whole reason that she went to this place was to kill Lark to be
You're
able to
right.
bring all those people back.
Yeah. She hasn't really brought it up. I guess this book until
Fair. There is a lot going on.
no.
But
I guess the beginning, but
yeah.
yeah. So that was good. And
Yeah.
then at the end, she's like, "I'm gonna go visit someone who's betrayed me," which is obviously Aurora, because she said silver hair or whatever.
Yes. Because when she portals into the room.
Then we jump to Aro.
Yeah. This
I'm
chapter had me cackling.
same.
It was so freaking funny.
Yes, I wrote Grim and Cinder banter is top tier.
Hilarious. Like, okay, so they're going back because Cinder's gonna help them open the portal because they need an infinite power source. And Grim shows up, and Cinder goes, "I don't like him."
Yeah.
And Aro goes, "Join the rest of the world."
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. And when Grim shows up too and he's like, "Who's this kid?"
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not a kid. Yes, you are.
yeah, it's just so, because they're just the same maturity level.
They
honestly.
are. And Grim just like looking at Aro and being like, "Do we really need her?" And Aro's like, "Yep, like buck up, deal with the 10-year-old."
Yeah.
I think
It's
he
cute.
immediately caves. Grim immediately caves.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to see my dragon?
Yeah. Then she's like, "Yeah, I've seen these bitches in my dreams."
Yes.
Like, doesn't say bitches,
But basically.
and yeah, she flies Wraith with him.
Yes, and it
It's
was so
cute.
cute. And I love it. I love it. Freaking Wraith does not listen. He's also a child.
Oh yeah.
And her being like, "I want to fly." And they're like, "No, no, no." And Wraith just poof,
Yeah.
into the air.
I love when she like basically flew over to him and jumped in between his eyes, and it
Yes.
said like he went cross-eyed. I was just so cute. She's like, "I want to fly."
Oh my gosh.
It's just really sweet. Yeah, and the dragon in the dreams. What do you think about that?
I don't know, because where? Because I don't think that there's dragons on, because later on, they talk about Wraith, Isla, and Grim do. We'll get there. But it sounds like there's not dragons in Skyshade. So where is she seeing?
I thought that was interesting.
I did too. Her dream things are very interesting. Maybe we'll get like a Cinder point of view chapter. I wouldn't complain.
Yeah.
But I also love that Grim just portals himself on the back of Wraith and just flies around with Cinder. And Aro.
It's like the panicked dad.
Yes, and him like going up there, seeing that they're together and coming back down. He's like, hopefully she can keep this to herself, because if she doesn't, Marin's gonna have my ass.
Yeah, it's so sweet. They're so cute.
This was probably one of my favorite chapters that I read. It was just very lighthearted.
2 pages.
Yes, so good.
Yeah, and then we jump back to Isla and
Yes.
her Aurora visit.
Yes, I thought that this was really interesting. So my question is, she's in the pool of possibilities, and it's supposed to be just, at least from my understanding, the different things that can happen when you make different choices. That's what the pool of possibilities is. How can she just like talk to Aurora in whatever deadland she's in? Because like this is Aurora currently to me. That's what this felt like to me. What did it feel like to you?
Yeah, I thought it was currently, because she said something about, because she said something about the fire. It's always cold
it doesn't
here.
get warm here. She was sitting in front of a fire, but it doesn't actually produce heat.
Yes, and she's like, Isla's wondering about where her soul lives, or if this is
Yeah.
a piece of her soul, or like the stuff is blurred around the edges. She can't really tell if it's her
Yeah.
room in the castle
But
or
it
not.
looks like their room. So that's just where I was kind of confused here again. But I thought that like them having the conversation and Aurora kind of like, it was kind of refreshing, because I feel like we got some closure on Aurora about why she chose to do things.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
And her saying that like the evil won out. She could have chose to just move on and be happy, but she let it get the better of her. And then at the end, her being like, it wasn't all fake for me.
Yes, yeah, and her saying, I wasn't always like this, like, I wasn't
Yes.
always villainous, and then when she explains her past a little bit.
Her parents died when she was young, and
Yeah.
Violet was like her only outlet.
Yeah.
Which again, I can't imagine being so desperately in love with someone, and then also my best friend being like,
Yeah. Yeah. And
Oh.
yeah, and her saying it wasn't all pretend, and
Yes.
Isa saying I know and whatever.
Yeah.
That was like, I agree with you, good closure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is interesting that you say that, because this visit almost seems like should be a Threads of Time visit, right? Or no?
No,
or
because
just
the Threads of Time is going back into the past. We haven't done any future travel with it.
So the pool of possibilities can also just be used for like visiting souls.
Again, like, we don't have any clarification on this. Because this isn't a world where there's a possibility of her hanging out in a room where it never gets warm. At least to me, that does not make sense. It feels like she is visiting her wherever her soul is, like when they went to the storms and they saw Egan and they saw Violet and they saw Azul's husband.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that was just confusing for me. But it also wouldn't surprise me if they can do that with the pool of possibilities. I just feel like that's not how the pool of possibilities was described.
Interesting. Yeah, you're 100% right. I don't really think about it like that, but yeah, because she basically goes there for answers too. So she gets info about the founders transferring their power into objects, and if that's destroyed, then that weakens the person. So then she feels like she's got to find.
And that's when we find out that the feather was Lark's.
Yes.
Which is interesting to me. And I'm also just like very curious because they didn't really go into a lot of detail about why this was a practice. Like why these old rulers.
Yeah, we need a little bit more.
I feel like we're not, like, I feel like she's shoving a lot in here and not giving us the detail that she gave with a lot of the prior information in these books.
I think, like you said, too, we're getting a lot of the love stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, missing key stuff in the plot.
Yes. But anyways, now she knows that she has to find something that Corin has attached his power to, and she kind of starts the thought process of he has to be keeping it close, knowing him. Like, he's not going to pick something like Lark did, a feather that's easily lost, and something that he can't keep on him at all times. Mm-hmm. So I really appreciated her thought process there. I feel like she's coming back into her old FMC processes of being like, I'm a badass and I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, chapter 41. It's Aro.
Which one are you on?
I'm moving past
the Isla.
Unless
one?
you have more on the Isla chapter
No.
with Aurora.
Okay, that's the Aurora.
So now
one,
she's
yeah.
moving. Now we're in Aro's perspective, and they're prepping because now they've got all of the stuff to do this portal.
Yes.
And
Pieces
they
together.
had visited. She's visiting them again in their dreams, and she's making it very clear that like she is coming to her decision. And I was like really excited because yes, I did think that Grimm was endgame, but also like there is still a possibility of Aro. So I was like so excited.
And I was I was thinking that too. And I was like, what a good twist.
What, and like again, her twist has given me book trauma from the first book. So like I honestly wouldn't have been surprised if it was Aro. I would have been surprised in the sense of like,
it's obviously been Grimm.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and Aro was just talking about, like, he just wants to be in the world with Isla.
Yes.
Even if she picks Grimm.
Yeah, again, he's being selfless and just wants her to be alive and happy.
And the dream visit was cute-ish, but it was also really kind of sad because she's talking about how much, like, they're on the bench.
Yes.
And how much she loves that place, and he goes, it's yours. Like,
yeah.
This can be your place to come when you need it. And just,
he's so selfless.
He is. And she's like, oh, like, give me your cape or whatever. And she's like, gold's not my color. And then he says, it used to be or whatever. It's just sad because in a second he was ready to like literally give the shirt off his back for her.
Because he's selflessly in love with her.
Yeah, not that Grimm wouldn't do those things either, but
it's just different.
It was just a sweet moment, but also I just felt so like sad for Aro because it just felt like she was coming to say goodbye.
I agree.
Because she said on 209, like, she's looking off into the distance and she's saying, I see our life together so clearly if things just ...
Yeah.
And like, just kind of, and he went into like a plan.
Yes.
And kind of skipped over it.
Yeah. And I don't know. At this part of the story, for me, I can understand where characters are getting frustrated with her leading Aro on.
Same.
Like, stop it.
Yeah.
You know what's happening.
And, like, before this, I mean, she hasn't made her decision yet. But there's things that happen after that are just unacceptable.
I am...
And so she's, like you said, being super clear, she's like, I'm just choosing one of you to go to Skyshape.
Yeah, you're not both coming.
And he gives her the space to decide for herself, as fucking always.
Yep.
he's like, I know you didn't want us to come. Have you changed your mind yet? Like, he's not like,
checking
we're coming.
in- yeah, he's
whether
checking
you
in
like
with
it or
her
not.
per usual, making sure that this is exactly what she wants.
Yes.
Not taking decisions away from her.
Yes, and
God.
she said she hasn't decided yet, and he tastes sweetness, so it's true. Like,
Yep.
she really hasn't made her decision here. Anything else on that dream chapter?
No.
And the fact that she visited him and not Grim,
Grim.
I'm like, she knows.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. But then how is she not lying when she tells him that she doesn't know?
I don't know. I just felt like that was obvious, though.
I agree with you.
Then we have Aro chapter again, and he's just struggling with Isla's upcoming decision. Like, he's just stressed, and he's understanding this whole time, but he's down bad for her.
Of course he is. And I was like, I thought that this sentence was very curious. He was talking about how, no, she did choose him after the war.
Yeah.
All this, like, she did choose him after Grimm's betrayal. And then he goes, was that a choice made out of affection or hurt?
I know.
And I thought that that was a very telling thing. Because part of me is like, damn. Was it like she just couldn't go back with Grimm because she was hurt and then kind of like fell into this thing with Aro? I don't know. That made me like kind of take a step back looking at their relationship. I don't know about you, but
I don't know. I've kind of felt like that the whole time. I just feel like it's always been Grimm. Like, it's just not even it's not comparable, but I like him better.
yeah, I agree.
You know, like, it's a dumb love triangle because...
There's a very clear choice.
Well...
No, there's
not
a very clear... I think there's
for her.
Not for her, but I'm saying as the reader, I feel like there is a clear choice on who should be picked. And it's not Grimm.
Yeah. I don't know. I almost feel like, yeah, that was an interesting thought where... I feel bad for him. Like,
I do too. I feel like he's getting dicked.
I feel like he's getting dragged, and he's just so unbelievably patient and kind and nice, and like, he's okay with getting dragged because he just cares for her so much. And she, I feel like, knows this and sometimes uses it.
Especially later. So now we switched back to, and then...
Oh, I still have stuff on that. He, on 212, he thanks, which another point for Aro, he said, whatever choice she makes, thank you, Aro said, outstretching his hand to Grimm.
Yeah.
And it was like, thank you for caring about her as much as I do. Thank you for helping me get to her. And if she chooses you, thank you for saving her.
Yes.
And it was just like...
Again, another blatantly obvious reason that he is the correct pick.
And Grimm kind of he says that too. He also says, like, thank you for making her life better.
I'm like, I do think that Grimm has matured a nice chunk in this. I really appreciate his accountability for his part that he played in this. He still makes me mad with some of his comments, but I do think that he's getting, better.
I'm fine. I feel like I've forgiven him for what he did. And he's just, he's good. Like, he's good too. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's all fine.
So basically after that, they both kind of step into the pool. And my next thing was...
Just float there.
Yeah, my next thing was, holy, holy, holy. Because I'm getting excited. She's freaking picking.
Yeah, she's saying, like, today's the day in this next chapter. She has said plan. She figures out what Cronin's object is.
Yes, his crown.
Yeah, which is his crown.
Which makes, like, I feel like that was such a good part there. That makes so much sense. It's so good. Like,
yeah, and the crown on his head, like, equals, you know, all the power. And then she fights back with the shadows when he's getting into her head.
Yeah, like, almost like I literally wrote, so badass to be taking his power. Like, her being like, I've been observing you. I know how this works.
Yeah.
And, like, pushing back, and then she gets the crown, and she breaks it. And I literally put, like, I was, like, freaking out, and I go, my heart is racing, because I'm so excited because she's picking. And then, lo and behold, who bursts through the door?
Wait, I have thoughts before that.
Okay.
Pause. So she's fighting back with these shadows, and Isla reached for one of them on instinct.
Okay.
That's what she says. But then the Silver Lady stops her, and she's like, before you pick, you need to know this.
This pissed me off bad.
And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Now you're choosing this, like, what the fuck? What does this mean? Like, so then the Silver Lady says their souls are perfectly evenly halved and matched, like soul bound. So mates, basically. Right?
Surprise, surprise.
They're soul bound or whatever.
And she's the only person to ever have 2 soul bounds or whatever.
And they're perfectly halved.
Yes. And they're going to keep ripping if she doesn't kill one.
And she said, one of you 3 will die again. And like, just what is with this fucking dialogue? And then I'm like, so was she choosing, she reached for one on instinct, so then did she pick the other one instead after the Silver Lady? Or was the Silver Lady worried about who she was going to pick, and that's why she intervened? Like, why did she intervene?
Also,
to build suspense? Her
telling Isla, look at what your mom gave you, and Isla not doing it.
Ugh! I literally put, still not seeing her mother's flare. Ugh! Why? In all caps. Like, what are you doing?
I was so mad.
Why have you been carrying around this thing?
And also, like, why are you being so dumb to just leave it on your wrist? You are quite literally a prisoner. And you're just leaving it like... I was so mad. I was so mad. Because she asked the Silver Lady last time, am I ready? And she said, if you have to ask, no. And now the Silver Lady's like, do it.
Now's the time.
Now is the time. And she's like, I'm not ready. What else do you have to pick? You're already picking the person. And this is, her flare is what it is. Like, stop.
So, I was so confused. Like, when she said, like, oh, I reached for one of them on instinct, and then, like, the Silver Woman intervenes, like, was she going to pick someone that was not right? Like, was she, like, why intervene now? And why, I just don't know how that, like, helped her.
I don't either.
And then she didn't do the flare. Like, why?
I don't.
Anyways, big reveal.
Oh, the big reveal. Guys, who do you think it is? Grim bursts through the doors.
She literally says, that's my husband.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, we already knew this.
Grim.
How was your, what was your, like, initial thought? Were you like, oh, or like, tell me what, walk me through what your thought was.
I feel like I knew it was coming because he carved the sky on his head so he could have power. He didn't tell Aro about it. If they would have both had the Skyer, I think I would have been a little more, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But he's the only one that can wield the power there now. Mm-hmm. And also, we've been talking that, like, it's been very clear that Grim was endgame.
Yeah. Poor Aro's just kind of getting dragged
per
along.
Usual. And then,
guys. This is where shit hits the fucking fan.
I wanted to DNF after I read this sentence. I was done. I was so pissed. Okay, we have waited 3 books and we have read a novella on this love triangle. She finally picks. We're done. His memory gets wiped.
By Cronin. Memory?
Be so fucking for real.
Cronin erases his memories, like, instantly. He lands, and they make
look
eye
at each
contact,
other,
and
lovey-dovey.
and then she's like, the bond is permanently gone. Like, his memories are wiped completely.
Yeah,
supposedly. We don't...
Yes, he literally goes, Corin is like, they're gone forever. They're not coming back. They're not hidden like yours were. Mm-hmm. I was so annoyed.
I think that...
Like, this is just prolonging the love stuff. Stop it. I don't care about the yearning anymore. Mm-hmm. We have so much going on plot-wise. I don't need them to re-fall in love.
I think that I had such a hard time with this because you could have made the plot go a number of different ways. And we are repeating the same fucking books.
Yes, we are doing the same thing now, and these next chapters, they feel like I'm back in the novella.
Yes.
And I'm so tired. I am so fucking tired.
I'm so tired. And you know what? Remember the last episode we were talking about the first half of this book, and I'm like,
We're having a hard time getting it, and now
it feels so repetitive.
Yes.
Like, we already know this stuff. We already read this book. Like, we read these points of view. You're joking.
You're joking. You're joking.
Yeah. I was also, like, I think I wasn't as, like, DNF for me. I was still trying to be like, okay.
I just, like, I knew where we were going. I knew the direction that it was going to be, her trying to make them re-fall in love. And obviously I'm not going to DNF it, but I literally had to be done reading that night.
Same.
The moment, because in the next chapter it switches to Grimm. He's like, who's this woman? Look at her aura, it's red.
Literally, like, repeating.
And I literally wrote, no, kind of annoyed, what the hell? Like, I don't think I had processed it yet when I started reading Grimm's chapter, and then by the end of that chapter, because then I read the next chapter, I read Grimm's chapter, and I was done.
Yeah.
And I was just like... And the other thing, too, is, like, if we could have been done with the love triangle, I think that this plot can go so hard.
That's what I said.
I think it can be so freaking good.
That's what I had the biggest issue with. Like, you could have went so many ways, and we're repeating it. And so then in this next Grimm, whatever, he's like this woman, Isla, on the floor. He's not knowing Isla. And I said, are you serious? Like, we're doing this all over again. This is feeling like a filler book. And you and I both said after Sky Shade, we said this could either go really, really well
or
really poorly.
bad.
And as of right now, it's going really fucking poorly.
Yes, like this, she could have wrapped this up so well in 3 books. And I think that if she still had wanted to do the novella, just so you can, like, read and get some other perspectives, that we could have done that. And it could have been good. But I'm
so disappointed. Like,
I am too, because honestly, the first book of this series, like, I was so in love with it. The second book was good. The third book kind of started to piss me off. And now I'm firmly in the seat of when the next book comes out, I'm probably not in a rush to read it.
Same.
We still have 150 pages left, and
I'm trying
really
to
hoping.
Yes,
I'm really hoping that there is redemption here, and there's a quick turnaround on Grimm's memory. But if at the end of the book he is still, like, they're kind of falling in love again,
we have 143 pages from where we ended. And
yes, because we made it to page 300, and we still got more to cover.
I swear to God, if it just keeps on, and that's how it ends, and then the war starts at the end, I don't know if I can.
I'm with you. It's frustrating.
And Isla has bone deep despair, and we're literally starting Nightbane all over again. Like,
but the roles are reversed.
And, like, I get, okay, cool, like, a cruel twist of fate, whatever. He tries to kill her, she escapes, we move on to Aro. I'm just losing steam here.
Yes,
like,
I was also, but this part is key. The Aro chapters I'm very interested in. They are very cool, there's a lot going on, they're very interesting. So Aro's freaking out, obviously, because he didn't get picked.
Yeah.
So I'll start that over again.
We're still recording.
And we can cut. Okay.
Okay,
so now moving on to Aro after Grimm's, I don't know where I am. He's freaking out because he didn't get picked. He's basically laying in the pool, like, struck. And then he, like, gets dragged under, and then he comes back up and starts basically losing it.
Yeah, like, he's reeling from Isla's decision. He loses control for the first time, he says, since gilding someone as a child.
Yeah. So he hasn't lost control in damn near 540 years.
Yeah.
And he's the most powerful being.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And he starts, like, quite honestly going ham.
He's just spiraling.
He makes a cyclone out of power. He's using his emotions. I thought that the vision of, like, his eyes having fire rings around them was so cool. He almost kills Enya.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, it just broke me when she's like walking into his
Yes.
torpedo of whatever.
Yes.
And she's like killing herself, saying like, "You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone." And like, your eyes, Aro, like,
Yes.
you need to come back to us.
And like that's what saves him, is that she basically passes out because this tornado is like sucking all the oxygen up out of it, and she passes out. And he goes, "Oh my God, am I the reason she dies?" Because obviously Enya knows her death, and I could 100% see Enya willing to sacrifice herself for Aro. I do think that's how she's gonna die. Because spoiler alert, she doesn't die here.
Yeah.
And then when Aro hits the ground to her, she's still breathing faintly, and then he looks over and sees that like Marin and Cinder's passed out in Marin's hands. Zed is
Not from him.
No, from all of her power from the pool.
Yes.
And the only reason that they're alive is because, was it Zed or Calder? Who? I don't know.
Zed put up a shield.
Okay. And like everything around them is destroyed. And it's just like really sad that he's like, I'm doing all of this and I just almost killed all of my friends, my only support group. And then, cherry on top, claws start coming out of the pool.
Yeah, creatures just start like erupting, and that's how the chapter ends.
Yeah.
And when Enya brought up his eyes, I immediately thought of, again, like Horus studying him, the Lost King studying his eyes. Like, I'm starting to get worried in this chapter that like Aro's
gonna be evil?
I don't know, not that, but just like gonna lose his,
like him. He's not gonna be himself now that like he wasn't picked. He's gonna go into his villain era, but maybe not villain.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just worried that I was more worried that he's gonna like, I don't know, like this is gonna be his demise. Like,
okay, I
don't know.
I get what you're saying though.
I just feel like this was a big character turn. Not necessarily in a bad way, just something's up with his eyes. Like, that's just weird.
It is a very interesting thing to just start happening all of a sudden. I know what you mean. And it happens again later, which we'll talk about, but...
Yeah, then we jump to Isla.
So now she's running away from him.
She's running from Grim,
Yep, and they're whatever, and she gets to, like...
The Oasis. She meets Jessel. She meets and the kids.
And she's, like, hanging out. And this sent me, her reaching out to Aro. Are you joking?
Okay, but she said, like, the voice was just there. I don't think that she necessarily, like, the voice was there. It came to her, and then she chose to reach out after that. Like, she didn't pursue it.
I know,
right?
But, like, and I understand that, like, obviously something really devastating just happened, but... Do you have no wherewithal to know...
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You just... And you know that you just destroyed Aro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And now you're going to reach out and be like, Grim lost his memories. He doesn't love me anymore. No.
She describes him, like, his voice, golden like a sunrise turned into a sound, Aro, and then seeing him wielding with emotions because of her. Like, she can kind of see this.
Yes.
And I'm like, what the fuck did you expect? Like, and then, then she does reach out to him, then she apologizes, and he's still trying to help her. Even though she broke his heart, this is where I said it feels icky, pick-me energy. Like,
yes, I agree. Like, and she reaches out to him multiple more times in what we read, and every single time I'm mad about it.
Same. And, this whole dream communicate thing, too, I'm like, so this is, like, a bound soul thing? Like, is this just a thing now? Like, you guys just communicate in your dreams? Why can't we just reach
out this way? And it gets... I don't know. I feel, again, there's, like, a lot of plot holes here.
Yeah. And I don't know. This is just, yeah. And I just feel like I should describe pick-me energy.
I feel like we know.
Like, it's just, what is it? Like, kind of the girl who is just, like, one of the boys and, like, just wants, like, everybody kind of wants her, but she pretends like she doesn't know. Or I don't even know how to describe it.
It's just, like...
being oblivious, maybe.
I don't know if it's necessarily pick-me energy. I just feel like she's being really fucking selfish. And I understand that she needs help in some of these situations, but also, like, you are perfectly capable of doing all these things on your own, and continuously going to the man you did not pick feels icky.
It feels really icky. And I guess the pick-me part for me comes from her just being like, well, I just thought we could be friends and, like, go back to normal and just...
That is fair.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, that is what's getting me. Like, the oblivious, like, well, I didn't understand. He's so sad. Like...
There's a part in here later. I've got it. We'll talk. But anyway, she reaches out to Aro, and then we flip to Aro's perspective, and he's fighting these creatures. And this also ticked me off. She can see that he's fighting these creatures and battling them, and then she's like projecting to him, like he can see her while he's awake.
Yeah, because he says, you haunt me, must you haunt me in my daytime hours too?
Yeah, you haunt my dreams, and now you're here while I'm awake.
And he kind of is like, oh my God.
Yeah,
like,
and
I
again,
just
like,
need a fucking break. Like,
yes.
I opened this portal for you. Now my whole, like, friends and I are all
close to dying.
Fighting off these creatures, keeping off the fucking portal for you. And you're just like, oh.
Can you leave me alone for a minute?
Like.
And then he gets distracted and he's, like, talking to her. And he's having to give her a pep talk. Well, he is quite literally fighting creatures. And then they're talking and he gets distracted and he gets hurt. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I just...
And, like, right here, I understand, like, his friends and Marin's point of view, where they're just like, Isla is bad. Like,
she's not good for you.
No, like, she is, like, constantly putting Grimm in her.
Yes, above Aro and his safety, too.
Well, and all of them. Like, all of the friends, like...
It was so beyond frustrating.
And she doesn't even seem like she cares. Like, she's like, oh, the portals, like, that sucks. Like, that you're dealing with this. But, like, Grimm's chasing me. And, like, I'm alone.
I'm scared.
It just... And when Aro, in the last chapter, she goes, how do I defeat Grimm? Like, what's his weaknesses? Like, she doesn't already know, or whatever, and Aro gives her kind of a sad smile and is just like, you're the only one. Like, I don't know how to fucking help you, like, and it just felt so, like, he was just defeated. Like, I don't know what to say to you, dude. And
I'm also just like, again, it's giving pick-me energy when you're like, how do I defeat him? Like, girl, you know. Yes. And why would Aro know Grimm's weaknesses better than you? You quite literally are married. You share a life together.
Yes.
You know everything about each other. What do you mean? Why would Aro know better than you?
It was almost like, feel bad for me. Like, what do I do now? Like, that's where the pick-me came from for me. Like, it just felt like, really, dude?
Yes. And then after that, he gets hurt and he starts fighting the creatures and we jump to Grimm. And again, it's the same thing. Isla telling him things to make him remember. Him being interested in her again, but not, like, wholly. And it's the back and forth.
I really, like, don't even have much to say on those chapters. Oh, in the last chapter, too, I was kind of with Aro when he's upset that Grimm is already letting her down. Like, he's kind of like, fucking A. Like, I know it's not his fault, but Aro's like, of course. Like, of course now I have to fucking save you again. Like, I'm always picking up the pieces.
Yes.
And I get it. Like, and so then Grimm, he finds her. I know you. She stabs him.
They're
trying
fighting.
Trying to get him to remember.
They're fighting on a mountaintop. This reminds you of the Winter Palace, doesn't it? La 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 la.
Like, how does she know this? Memory, and then one memory resurface after her saving him.
And then there's, like, about his sister, and he goes, of course Aro told him about that, because he can see that she has all of Aro's abilities. Mm-hmm. So he's like, they're working together to kill me, and
it's dumb. And then he brings her back alive for more information. Like, of course,
because I need to know more. And Corin's like, why is she still alive?
It's just dumb. And then
guys, we're really loving this book.
Aro,
5 out of 5.
Aro comes back into him.
Oh my God.
And this large, like, mountain-sized
Yes, the beast
creature.
is bigger than a mountain range, ?
He's destroying the island. His friends and him are battling it. Enya almost dies.
She almost gets freaking eaten. Also,
he saves
I
her.
was very curious. So this obviously is coming from Sky Shade because it can control power.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really interesting. That it was like putting out sound waves that makes them like lose their powers. Also, I thought Calder was gonna die.
Same. I thought one of them was gonna die, and I was gonna be so mad.
I was gonna be mad too for stupid Isla.
Yeah, she's being just so dumb.
So, and then I was like, also like, okay, this thing is bigger than a mountain range, and they killed it in like 5.
I mean, there was
10
5 of
minutes.
them, and he's the most powerful. Like,
I know. It just like part of me was like, this feels like it was really easy, but also, what do I know? Where am I?
I mean, I didn't feel like that. 2 people almost died. Like,
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. I just, and then he's using his emotions as his power again, his power source.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so much going on, but also nothing going on.
And Aro's like, we're so fucked. Like, we can't keep doing this.
And also, my other thing is like, why are we even keeping the portal open?
I think that he can't close it unless he has a portaling thing.
Oh.
That's why in the next thing.
Okay, so then we're back to Grimm's perspective, and he's using Isla. Like, he doesn't agree with Corin, he doesn't want to do his plans, and he's going to use Isla, and then he's going to kill her. My other thing, too, is, like, why does nobody ever tell Grimm that their life forces are connected still? Because he's trying to kill her.
I think Isla did tell her that. Maybe that was later, though. I know she told him once.
Okay.
And he's like, you're just saying that. I would never do that.
I know that he told him about it, but he didn't seem to be taking it seriously.
No, he was just like, I would never do that.
And anyways, he's talking to Corin, and I thought that was really interesting because we got a little bit more backstory. Like, we're getting back into the interesting part of the plots.
Yeah.
All of those planets above him.
Yes.
I thought that I didn't realize that they were alive.
Yeah.
I thought that it was just power that he had consumed and was, like, keeping up there.
Yes.
But so all of these planets are alive, and they chose to serve him rather than be consumed by him. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was super cool, super interesting.
And he decides kind of if they have something useful to him.
Yes.
Like,
he decides, some are better useful serving than being consumed, essentially.
And Grimm's trying to figure out Cronin's angle here, and then a child between them gets brought up, like an heir, and then
Grimm's like, I would never have a child.
He hands over the threads of time, like it's nobody.
God.
Like it's no. I'm like, come on, Grimm.
You're pissed.
Smarter than this. Like, yes, your memories were erased, but like,
it didn't erase everything. Like, you're not dumb. Your people still matter to you, and he's like talking about how. Corin is talking about how he wants to make all universes one so he can rule over all of them, and it takes the key, the world key, Isla. That's going back to that. And then, the threads of time, he's like, well, he's going to find out about him anyways, so I might as well get in his favor.
It just did not make sense.
Especially because, like,
since when are you worried about getting on someone's, like, good side? Yeah. You talk about how much he was like your father, and you defied your father, and now you're just like, well, I better get on his good side. Like, that's not aligning with his character.
No, at all. And him just kind of being, like, nonchalant about, throughout this entire rest of the pages that we read, that Corin is like, I'm going to kill the whole world. And he's like, well, what about my people? And he's not really, like, fighting for anything.
No, he was, like, worried about his people, but then he's like, oh, you need this to destroy the universe? Or, like, my
Here
world?
you go! And also, like... And Corin had just explained his entire thing and how he needed, like, basically 3 more things, and you provided that, and he's like, all right, we're rip-roaring ready to go. 3 weeks, people! 3 weeks! What is going on?
Cronin said he needs the pool of possibilities, so he's gonna, like, be sent on the hunt for that.
Yes.
Then we get back to Isla, and Lark's gloating in the cell.
And also, this is when Corin steals her mom's charm.
Oh, in the last chapter?
No!
In this chapter,
he takes it and,
like, yes. So
and he downs the vial. And she's like, the last thing of my mother. And I'm like, you had your chance!
Yeah.
You had it!
You did this! You dumb bee!
You did this! Again, guys, having a really good time, really loving this book.
I said, and then the mother's charm gets shown, and I said, was that it? Like, did Cronin somehow twist it? Like, we already knew this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, we already knew that she was gonna have to go one of both ways. So
I know, and like that was it. That was quite literally it. It was just
it.
And that's what Isla would have seen.
No, yeah, that's what I'm asking. Or like, did Cronin change it? Because like, otherwise, really, we waited this long for that?
Just for her to, like, we already knew that. A part of me wonders, and this is like, I just picked it up slightly. She was talking about how the blade was weird.
I did write that down. She
and
said plunging an unfamiliar blade.
So maybe that's the thing, is like, now she knows the blade that is going to kill either one of them.
Yeah.
So maybe when we find the blade, we're going to get more context to
it. Because if that is it. But I did write that down because she made a really weird point about that. Like, why would she bring up the blade if it was not significant?
Yeah. And my last note is, I'm annoyed.
I said, I don't know anymore. And he wants Isla to join him and offer a bone of hers.
And that's kind of when we find out that his entire crown is made of bones, and that's where her god bone got sucked into the crown.
Yeah, and she, she thought that he was alone, but he's kind of got like this whole posse, which we find out later.
Yes.
Who have given their bones and whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and then he's just manipulating Grimm to his side even more with this whole flare thing. Like, that was the whole point.
And also, yeah, like, Grimm watching Isla stab him. Like, obviously, it's not looking good. It's not good PR.
Not ideal, no.
So, yeah, and then we flip to Grimm, and I just wrote, he's literally telling Grimm that he took his memories, and he doesn't care. Like, Grimm does not care that Corin went in and, like, made decisions for him and took away all of these memories. And that just, again, doesn't track for me. Even if Grimm thinks that it's stupid for him to be in love and feel this way towards Isla, it doesn't track for his character to be so nonchalant about someone else making a decision for him.
I feel like he wasn't nonchalant here. I feel like he seemed actually really upset, and like he's starting to distrust Cronin. He wants answers. Like, he wants his memories back. I feel like.
Okay. So maybe I just read it wrong.
He wasn't as like fired up about it. He was kind of like upset, but not like upset.
Yeah, and I'm also, if you guys couldn't tell, just pissed. So maybe I'm just not reading things correctly. It's like when you read a text from your friend and you go, they're mad.
Yeah.
Because you're reading it in the completely wrong context.
That one meme the video where they go back and forth on the text. Oh, God, what is that? That's so fun. It just reminded me of that. But yeah.
Oh.
And then he ends with, you go search for the pool of possibilities.
Yeah. And that's when Corin, like, goes into his mind again, and Grimm basically says, you're not allowed to fucking do that again. Because to see if he's seen the pool. Yada yada.
Then we go back to Isla. Some more Lark BS. Isla's losing hope, and she's like, you're weak, mother effer.
And then she goes, back to Aro. Find your fire. He uses his freaking sacred words to make her feel good again. That she needs to find her fire, and then it, like, reinvigorates Isla.
So, before this, she kind of is, Lark's giving her a bunch of shit. She's kind of losing hope, and Lark kind of, like, slaps her into place and is like, dude, you're already giving up? Come on, you've come this far.
And,
like,
I
get
loved
a grip.
how sarcastic she was being, and she's like, it took me a lot longer to lose my hope, but
like,
what should I expect from my shitty air?
Yeah, I'm kind of on Lark's side right now. So that
Miss Sinew over here trying to stitch herself back together. You want to know what? Team Lark.
Team Lark.
Team Lark.
She's like, you're being a dumb bitch. Your husband just threw you into the cell. You picked the wrong man, you dumbass.
Yeah, Lark's lung is sticking out of her chest, and I'm like, you know what? She's got a point. I'm with her.
Same. That's literally what I wrote down. But then she's realizing that something's winning or working against Cronin.
Yeah.
So, like, the diamond's resisting. Something is resisting. And then
because he needs other people to get to where he needs.
She's like, 3 weeks till Cronin just starts like, I need to warn Aro. And I'm like, bitch, you made your fucking decision.
Stop it!
And she, right here, still wants to be deep friends. And is just like...
What does deep friends mean? That feels not like friends.
Okay, well, that was my terminology. Like, she doesn't want to be just
No,
pals. Like,
I
she wants
know.
to be like, have a deep.
Yeah, she's like, I hope
She
our
wants
relationship
nothing to change.
Yeah, she's
She
like,
wants
I hope our
nothing to
relationship
change.
can be the same without the sexual tension.
She wants nothing to change, and that's it. And I think that's so unbelievably shitty.
It's so selfish, and it's so.
And I'm like, you dummy. You thought that you could have both still. But pick one. But you're not picking one.
No, you did not pick one.
That's where
you did
I'm
not pick
frustrated.
one.
Like, you didn't pick one.
The love triangle is not over.
No.
The whole thing was she finally picks it. Did she really finally pick? Because it sure as shit doesn't feel like it.
No. And then I'm thinking, well, if Graham wouldn't have lost his memories, like, do you think she would be doing all this? I don't know. Like, going
Which
back.
probably not. But then again, that comes back to the why did we write that Grimm lost his memories? You told all of us readers that we were going to be done. You're a liar. We still have 140 pages left, and maybe I will be proved wrong. I hope I can come back next episode and be like, guys, I overreacted. I retract all of my hate.
I love the reacting because it's like appropriate reacting. It's not overreacting. Like, this is appropriate.
I hope I can come back and say, I was wrong. But you want to know what? I have a very, very strong feeling I'm going to come back and yeet this book into eternity. If you catch me reading the 5th one, there's something wrong. Anywho.
You're so right.
Back to our stupid notes.
Yeah, he's just... Poor Aro. We're getting back into him. More haunting the waking hours. Like...
Also, like... I also really appreciated him saying that, like, and I thought that this was crazy that Cinder's the only way that they're still alive because she's holding them back. This little sweet 8-year-old is holding all of these monsters back. Isla is just whooping it up in the cell with Lark.
Crying. Yeah, she's crying.
Also, Isla, you've changed.
Yes!
Yeah! No shit! No shit!
I literally, that's on 272. She's like, are you okay?
No! Like, no! If you're wearing headphones, I'm so sorry.
Also, if you're in your car, turn it down a notch. Yeah, are you okay? Your eyes are weird. Like, you've changed. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
You've changed is the craziest statement I have ever heard. Yes, I've changed. You chose another man over me, and you are still coming to me every single day. Well, I am fighting for the lives of everybody that's attached to Lightlark.
And literally, the way she said why she said that is because she's like, are you okay?
You're not being nice to me anymore.
He literally says, do you think I'm okay, Isla? And, like, that's the one time he's gotten, like, a minuscule little bit of, like, frustrated.
And, like, it's so valid, and I'm so proud of him for finally being like, why would I be okay? Why would anything for me be good right now? You chose another person. You are continuously coming back to me for help while I am trying to keep this portal open for you guys to come back. Mm-hmm. And my world is slowly being destroyed, and the only thing keeping us together is a freaking 10-year-old right now.
Yeah. And you're like, you've kind of got a little defensive. You've changed.
You have an attitude with me for once.
Yeah. Bullshit. And you know how she's always like, her and Grimm are always like, he doesn't like my dark side. Like, he doesn't like my... Yeah. Well, you obviously, he shows you a minuscule little bit of frustration, and you're like...
Of, like, real emotion.
So, obviously, you don't love him like you say you do.
No.
Because that's fucking shitty.
And it's crazy to, like, not understand why he's upset with you.
And the thing that really frustrated me with, like, you know how the Silver Lady said, you know, you're two halves, like, you're soul-bound. Aro is part of that soul match.
Yes.
It is devastating for him. Like the Silver Lady literally said, like, it will break whoever
you don't pick. Someone is going to never be full again, and someone is going to die still. Like, that is still the prophecy. Someone is going to die.
And so she's like, I can't believe, like, you're not, like, what's wrong? And it just feels so...
You're using emotions to wield. I haven't loved anybody since my brother died. And you're the first person to kind of crack this heart open for me, and you chose to pick someone who honestly, Aro thinks is a bad person. Yes, he can appreciate Grimm for what he is, and they have this, like, weird friendship. But overall, like, Grimm is not that great of a person. And Aro is probably the most selfless person. And to get... It's like when the guys are like, nice guys finish last.
It literally wrote she's so tone deaf here and like
Yes.
taking advantage of his kindness per usual.
Seriously.
And what's really frustrating is just like I said with the soul match thing, like I take that as like he does not have a choice in how much he loves her. Like
Yes.
I think that a lot of people could easily say, we'll just move on. But I don't think he can because
I
of the
don't
soulbound
either.
thing.
Because again, like you said, it's kind of like mate-esque, and you don't get to pick that. And they literally talk about like going to
like
another
Lucian
series.
all over
Yes.
again. Oh God, and I love me some Lucian.
Team Lucian. Team Lucian and Team Lark.
You know what I mean though? Like, because I'm like, he just needs to move on. But then I'm thinking the Silver Lady appeared, said that, dropped the bomb. I don't think he actually can.
I don't think he can either. I don't. It does not make sense for him to be able to pick someone when he's soulbound. That also makes me think of, what is it, Once Upon a Heart or whatever? It's the spin-off of...
Yes. Caraval.
Caraval.
Yeah, Once
And
Upon
how
a Broken Heart.
I won't read it because I'm like, how?
Yeah, she loves
Donatella
Jax,
was like his one true love, but he's gonna run off and find somebody else? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If you're soulbound to someone, how can you move on?
Mm-hmm.
How can there be a different ending?
Mm-hmm. Very upsetting.
Okay, anyways, Isla sucks in this chapter. Then we jump back to Isla.
Oh, and well, he says, I need my portaling device, or your portaling device to like...
To get this done with, to go to the new lands and warn them.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Yes. And then when we jump to Isla.
Yes, you're right. And Isla basically tells Aro, let me see, because Lark had it last. So now she's trying to make a deal with Lark, and Lark says that she wants her feather back, and that Grimm has it. So
she can like sense it.
Which makes sense. I mean, feel like being able to feel your power from somewhere else, kind of like how Grimm could feel his power in the portaling device. So she's kind of like, okay, I'm going to figure this out.
She's kind of like trying to make a deal with her.
Yeah, and Isla's kind of like revamping herself up, being like, you know what, the Centennial wasn't what I was training for. This is what I was training for.
I put more evil Grimm.
More evil Grimm.
Gets bathed and dressed scantily. That's literally it.
Yeah, and so she gets all sexy again. That's her number one weapon, is her body. Also, I thought that Isla noticed, so then we get to Isla again. She sits down at this dinner, and I thought that this was actually very cool and very observant. They're all missing a finger. And so all of these men that serve Corin have all given him a finger, and he did ask Isla for a bone to join them. So I just thought that was a very, very obscure, noticeable thing. Also, all of the utensils on the table are bone.
Oh, yeah.
Which I thought was weird.
He's drinking out of a skull. I actually got a little bit back into it right here.
I did too, because again, we're finally going back to the plot. I'm done with the love. I don't want
to do this whole chasing, reminding them memories. Like, I'm kind of like, okay, I can do this. Like, there's more happening. We find out, like, there's a weird scaly man that, like, kind of gives her the creeps. And, like, okay.
He's leering.
I'm here for this. Cronin, like, shows off his world key, a.k.a. Isla.
Yep.
Men at table are yucky.
Per usual.
Celebrating Lightlark takeover. Moves to Grimm.
Yeah, and
point of view.
I thought that it was interesting that his crown was changing while they were sitting there. I agree. This is, like, we were finally getting somewhere that was like, we're back into the plot, we're moving on. We changed it to Grimm, and Corin says that he's conquered 50 planets. That felt crazy to me.
Yeah, and Isla attacks Cronin.
Yep.
And I love when Grimm's, like, back to calling her the witch.
Yes.
And that is kind of funny still.
I
But
agree.
he goes, the witch, I knew exactly what she was going to do. Yeah. And she tries to attack him.
Yep.
She obviously gets whooped.
Per usual.
He's obviously interested in her.
Yeah, Isla starts flirting with him again.
And then it turns into one of the members trying to poison Cronin.
Yeah, and I thought that this was very cool, showing us how he's using the threads.
The threads of time. And then obviously Grimm's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gave it to him now.
But in that scene,
Dummy.
I know. So Corin's, one of his men tries to poison him, and he opens like 10 portals or something, and he's like, okay, I'm here for second chances, but you have to go through each one of these portals and kill my knights. And we've talked about the knights. They're crazy.
Yeah.
So he makes it through one portal, he comes back, and it's like seconds that he's jumping through these portals, so we don't know how long he's actually spending in these worlds.
Yeah.
So one portal, he comes in, obviously right after he goes through it, and you can kind of like tell that he's a little worn, but it didn't take very long. And then the next portal, he comes through and he's wearing different clothes. So we don't know how long he was in that one. And then he comes out of the third one and he's got a bunch of arrows in his back and he dies. Mm-hmm. And then my understanding is the moment that guy died, his entire planet gets consumed.
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's like RO, if he dies, Lightlark dies type of thing, right?
Okay.
I don't know. That's my understanding. But.
Yeah, so like that was very interesting, and yeah, that's when Grimm's like, well, maybe I shouldn't have made that decision. Yeah, no shit. Thank you for acknowledging that.
And he's like, anyone else want to try to assassinate me? Cronin's like pulling his swinger out and putting his stuff on the table. And
putting his sack on the table.
That would have been good. I would have been right back into the book. I would have been like, oh, wow, okay, stuff's happening. Here we go. But then Isla's taunting him on the way back down to the cells.
Grimm, to be precise.
Yeah, not Cronin. And that's it.
Just, like, yeah, they're flirting, and then they get pressed up against a wall together, and he's hard. Surprise, surprise. And then... this is Grimm's perspective, and Cronin offering to get rid of more memories for him, mm-hmm. and Grimm kind of like playing along and saying thank you and that he wouldn't do it. Mm-hmm. And then he comes to the realization that they're married, and she goes, hello, husband. Mm-hmm. Felt very reminiscent of another book.
So... yeah, and then in the other Isla chapter, she's just like, it's more evil Grimm. Like, trying to convince him to work.
I love calling him evil Grimm.
That's literally it, because I'm like, there's nothing more to say. Like, he's just being evil Grimm. Like, that's it. And then trying to convince him to work with her doesn't work. And then, yeah, back to Grimm's point of view. He's finally acting like his normal character. Like, where he's, like, playing a part.
Yes, and he's, like, finally... we're getting more of like what his plan is, what his thought process is. He is caring about his people, and
he wants his memories back.
Yes,
like, he knows not to trust him.
Yeah,
that's why again, like the threads of time thing. Like, you are so untrustworthy. You always are like, nobody touches me. I don't trust anybody. Yeah. But then you're like, here's this vital thing for you, bud. So dumb. Like, that did not make sense. And then he remembers Wraith, but not how they got him.
Yes, and like that was
scar
kind of,
and all those things.
She's reminding him of a lot of things that like obviously have evidence there, and yeah. So and him kind of like obviously putting two and two together when he's like, "How'd you get this?" And then he tried to turn his chain to ash, and he can't because it can't be taken off unless you die.
It's just, yeah, and then getting into his head, like, hello, husband.
Yeah.
And whatever. I just put my ending thoughts is just, it's very upsetting about the plot. This book's going to have, like, a really good ending to recover me from losing the characters.
Which, you want to know what? 140 pages in fantasy is enough time to recover.
Yes.
I think that this book is still recoverable. I do like all of the characters. The last 10 chapters, I'm pissed. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping it comes back. Mm-hmm. I really, really am, because I want this to be good, and the plot is there. Mm-hmm. She just has to pick it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do more of this love stuff. There is going to be more, obviously, because that's the book we're in. Mm-hmm. But I think if she does it right, there's a chance that I'm fine to read the next
yeah.
book.
So we're gonna finish this.
Yeah, we're gonna finish her off.
We are getting to 443.
Yes.
So 143
140 pages left. I think you guys can tell we're not thrilled.
No.
It's very disappointing. We were talking about how this podcast, the first 3 books we've picked, have not been like home runs for us.
I liked Brimstone. I do feel like there was a lot to discuss there.
Yeah.
Like, the plot was kind of there, but it wasn't like a blow
No.
us out of the park.
I agree. I'm not saying that I think the books we've read have been bad. I'm just saying there's been book series where her and I are eating them up. They're so good. The plot's plotting.
Like,
the relationship is doing well.
The reason why we started this podcast
Yeah.
was because of the Plated Prisoner series, because
Yeah.
we had so many
Yes.
thoughts. And, like, the plot was there. The love story was there. Like, there was a lot of ebbs and flows.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is just fine.
Yes, and I think
It's just fine.
we're very excited to be doing a couple standalones. Just because it can be done and we can have our guesses and have them finished out as well. But like I said, I'm really hoping that we get somewhere. Anyways.
Let's play the game.
Yeah, let's play the game.
Let's play the
Let's
game.
lighten it up. And I won't yell anymore, guys.
Well, I
I
kind of
think-
liked the yelling
I
because
think
I was
you-
feeling like yelling.
I think you picked last week. I don't care.
Oh,
It's
so
fine. Whatever.
Da la 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 la. We need to restock some of these.
I know.
Oh, you guys, if you have any game topics
Yes.
for us, that's what we need.
Yeah, email us them. You can message us on Insta or TikTok. We would love game inspo.
Yeah, because it'd be fun to get someone like else's that we don't know what we're
Yeah.
playing. So,
Like if you guys wanted to do like a fuck, marry, kill, and you guys give us the characters or
Yeah.
anything like that, like we would love. And we did just post like an end recap. So if you want to do something like that, you can see all the series we read last year and pick characters from those. So,
oh yeah.
all
Let's
right, favorite trope.
Favorite trope.
Favorite trope.
I have a lot, but I think one of my favorite little ones is like forced proximity or like a one bed trope.
Oh, okay. If
Like
we're talking
a-
micro tropes, I love an inn with only one bed.
Yeah, like send me to an inn. I want an inn with one bed. Like
Yes.
that's whenever I think of a trope, I just love that shit.
That is the best one because you always know where it's gonna end, and it still slaps every single
and there's
time.
always so much like tension and
yes. There's been a
so
couple
good.
books where we've like read them, and they get to the inn and there's 2 beds, and I'm like,
I'm done.
I'm 300 pages in. It was 1 bed.
So I don't. Yeah, you said that was like a micro trope, but what's one of yours?
Yeah, I love the inn. I love the 1 bed. Obviously, I'm an enemies to
I
lovers
know. I
stan.
feel like that's like
It's
obvious,
so basic,
you know.
but it hits almost every single time.
It does. Like that's a solid one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like another one that I like.
And I don't know if this is a trope, but I love, like, obviously, again, we ruin series in here, so if you haven't read Game of Thrones, get out. I love the trope of, like, Aelin, Selena being Aelin.
Wait, you said Game of Thrones. Do you mean Throne of
Oh,
Glass?
Throne of Glass, yes.
Because I was like, well, bitch, I haven't read
No,
fucking
Throne of Glass,
Game
sorry.
Thrones.
Selena being Aelin.
Yeah.
Like, when...
Like a big plot twist,
Yes.
kind of.
Like when everybody was like, well, Aelin is building an army, and Selena's like, is she now?
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I love a twist like that.
Yeah, I agree. A good
I don't
twist.
know if that's a trope.
Like I don't know, like a plot twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of another one that I like. I don't know. I love like just a slow burn.
Slow burns are solid. And you know, want to know what? I'm okay with, like, any type of relationship that is a slow burn. If it is a friends to lovers, if it's an enemies to lovers, if it's a proximity, like, a slow burn does it for me almost every single time.
Well, I think that you and I are just not like I love a good like spicy scene, but I'm not in it for that.
I agree.
I'm in it for the plot. Like The spicy scenes has to add to it. For me,
Yes,
not
I
spicy
agree.
with a little plot, you know?
I'm 100%. I think that spice, a little bit of spice, can make a book 10 out of 10. I don't think a book needs spice to be a 10 out of 10.
Like, I loved your take on the Caraval series.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that spice could have made that series a little better.
and I agree 100% because the world was, like, building was there.
I think that spice could have taken it to the next level that needed to keep me entertained because that series I think I struggled with that series so much because it had so much potential.
It did, like, and it was
Yes.
not like anything we've read. So I really liked that part of it, but the rest, like the characters, or
Scarlet in her dirty ass dress.
yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so we're going to read the last 140 for next, and then after that we're starting Alchemized.
Yes.
So get prepared, ladies and
Get on
gents.
the list, the Libby list.
The Libby list. I probably won't be there. I literally got put on that list 2 weeks ago, and there's no chance. Should we see how many holds are still in front?
Yeah, I gotta get a new smelly marker for you next week.
Yeah.
A little sniff for the
pick
road.
not a pink one. I want to switch it up.
Okay, I have, yeah. There was a different color one that I was thinking about having you do a sniff test with, but...
Guys, I'm still 37th in line.
37th? I thought you said it was 32.
No.
Did it add?
There's 36 hours. No. There's 39 people in total waiting now. I was the 38th, so it's only moved one person, and I put this on hold on the 5th. I'm not
best
getting
of
there
luck
in
to you,
time.
sir.
Please buy it on Audible.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning
Yes.
in. Like we said, follow, subscribe. We appreciate any interaction with
Yes,
us. And
100%.
leave us reviews. We want to know what you think. And
Yeah.
That's it. We'll come back next week, finish off Crowntide, and we're on to the next.
Yeah, sorry for yelling in your ear this week.